What's up, Bubba? Bubba beat you, Steve. You're fast though. Congrats, James. You'll like the tank. Maybe a little shaky. I decided to do a random live stream. I don't have a tripod or anything set up, so figured I'd do this for a few minutes and kind of break my YouTube silence. I'm still here, not as active, but I still have the tank, so. What's up, Shady? There he is. The fit elite reefer deadlifting cars. What's up, racing? What's going on? Been a while, mate. What's been happening? Nothing. In its most literal sense, nothing has happened. I just kind of burnt myself out, I think. So I still have the tank. Doing just the most minimal amount of work I have to. I haven't added anything to the tank or anything like that. What's up, Philip? I haven't been on any of the forums that I normally get on for like 2 months now. Just kind of just stopped, you know. For me, sometimes it's just good to just step away and kind of see what happens from there. But nothing going on. Been about probably 2 months since I put a video up. The tank is just being the tank, really. You know, I've slacked off quite a bit, honestly. I've not tested the water in a long time. Some of the FBI has him busy. For the most part, everything's doing well. To be honest with you, I think CJ was talking about this yesterday, but I should have started this beforehand, but I just took the screen off of the Rain 2, and it was so full of algae that water wasn't even flowing through it. And it kind of sucks, you know. It'd be nice if there was a window here so you could kind of see it without pulling the lid off of it, because honestly at this stage, for me, if it's not simple, I'm not going to mess with it at all. But this thing kicked in well, and you can see I just cleaned the skimmer cup, and there's no foam coming up the neck of the skimmer. But I added, this is it's probably hard to see, but it's just like a $4 power head off of eBay. It's a little Sun power head, and whenever that power head's running, this thing pulls skimmate like you wouldn't believe. So I don't touch any of the adjustments, and right now there's no skimmate or there's no foam or anything coming up to the collection cup. But tomorrow evening, this thing will have, you know, probably to here be full of skimmate. And this is set up with my T5s. It comes on at noon and goes off at 6, so it doesn't run all the time. I am running these just some floss. I replaced that one yesterday, and you can see how dirty it is. So I replace that every couple of days. I'm beside myself on what to do with this reactor. It's becoming more and more work, It just gets dirty, and you got to take the dang thing off and clean, you know, and I just, that's what I don't like about reactors. So the Rain 2 is cranking. It's offline at the moment, treating with, got a bit of Bropsis, fluconazole. The Rain, you know, I don't know what it is. I have no clue. I don't know what it is. I'm running 3 lights on this sucker, and yeah, it's raining, Steve. It's definitely raining. But the T5s just went off 13 minutes ago. The Kessels are on the tank still, for the most part. Everything's doing all right. That bird's nest up there is struggling. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I actually pulled the Gyre pumps. I've talked to Reefing with O about these Gyre pumps a couple of times. These things yesterday were purple. I mean, like my weir up there, purple, and barely pushing any water out. So I finally took both of them off. I am running. It's called a Sun Blaster. It's a Nanotech. Sun Blaster T5 fixture from Amazon, and I'm running 2 ATI Blue Plus, I believe, bulbs, 36-inch bulbs. Reefing with though has fluconazole tablets. I don't need them. I don't think, unless it's gonna kill all the algae that's grown inside my scrubber. I did have up here on the top some bubble algae, but to be honest with you, I ain't even worried about it. O changed over to the MP40. You know, I haven't decided what my next step is, to be honest with you. I like the Gyre pumps. I recommend the Gyre pumps. I mean, they do require more maintenance. This is again something that O and I have talked about, Reefing with O have talked about previously. I think if I had to make a choice right now, I would probably get some of the Tunze pumps, just because this is the only reason. My kids now can reach this magnet by standing on something. I mean, it's not very high to begin with, but they can reach this magnet. And if I put a Vortec wet side out here, a Vortec dry side out here, and they pull it off, I'm not concerned about it, but I'd have to put my hands in the tank to get the MP40 out of there. And at least with the Tunze, it has the cord on it, and I could probably put it back here in the corner and face it forward. So, Bubba, any new additions in your last stream? No, sir. Got the Aqua SD corals, and this is right here where my finger's at was an acro. It's completely dead, and this one has been laying on the same bed for about a month and a half. I got that bird's nest from them. You can see it is struggling. The other bird's nest is doing okay. This guy's doing okay. But surprisingly, the Ghanies over here have done well. So, it's very strange. And of course, the Gyre pumps are loud because they're clean. So in 2 weeks, that noise will be gone after they're dirty again. But I'm still running the Neptune Core 20, and it's a silent pump. Yeah, my rock. You know, it's something that I was thinking about the other day. I was sitting here, and this tank's been running for just over a year now, and it was pristine, white. I mean, it was as white as the top of the ATL, my rock. And now whenever you look at it, it's just covered. I mean, it is You know, and unbeknownst to me, that white rock does not look, natural at all. The way the rock is now looks completely natural. What's going on with the bird's nest? There's a number of things that could be going on with it, to be honest with you. Number one, it would be me pulling the test kits out and testing, which I have not done. At one point, I didn't do a water change for like 2 months. At this point, I've done 2 water changes in the last month. We went to Florida not long ago, so I did a water change before we went, and then I done a water change when we come back. And my absence has been basically due in part to I'm just bored. That's why I've not really been active on many videos up until the last probably week or two. Haven't put out any videos, haven't got on any of the forums or anything. You know, I bought the Tropic Moran balling A, B, and C 2 or 3 months ago, and I don't even have a dosing pump, and I'm just not dedicated enough at this point to dose it manually. So this is my plan. I'm going to keep the tank and everything until through the winter. You know, it's hard for me to say I'm not going to add anything to the tank because I don't plan to. I just plan to kind of just let it be and see how I feel in, you know, March, April, May-ish. And then we'll kind of go from there. No, I'm definitely not getting a bigger tank, and I'm definitely not getting a second tank. So, you know, best case scenario, this tank stays a softy tank. That's just a best case scenario type of situation for me. It's still going to require some time and effort, but you know, if I wanted to put a lot of SPS in this tank, it would definitely require a lot more time and a lot more effort, at least until I could get the hang of things. And I just, you know, and I'm beside myself. You know, it's another if I could have done it over again situation. And the Kessils, I feel like since I added the T5s, everything has done a lot better, and it's just simply a set it and forget it. And now I'm basically using 2 T5s as my primary lights. I mean, the Kessils go up to like 55% color and like 52% intensity, but I don't see it. And you know, if I could do it all over again, I would probably look at some Radions, but excuse me, it's a lot of money to spend on something I'm not sure about at the moment. So, you know, it is what it is. Just taking a step back, reevaluating where I'm at, where I want to go, and we'll see what happens. Reefing with O, what fitting did you buy to fit your Nuvo 14 to tee off to your algae reactor for your return? Good question. If he's still here, hopefully he can answer that. I can answer it for my situation, and I have a 1/2 inch. What is this? A push connect to some Murloc line that goes to my algae reactor. Probably doesn't help you in your situation, but that's what I did because it was easy. My T5s are mounted to 80/20 and zip tied. I'm using zip ties here on these corner brackets to hold the T5s. So I have T5, 2 Kessils, and a T5. Hide your wallets and credit cards. I don't get it. Further explain. So, I haven't looked at coral online. 2 months ago, I had a yellow tank before it died. I got another one. I got this one off Live Aquaria, and I bought two blue-legged hermit crabs and a couple of miscellaneous snails for the tank. Really missed having the yellow tang in here, so I did go ahead and buy another one. So that's the newest. So the blue tang has grown, probably doubled in size. It's at one point whenever I got it, it was probably as big as a quarter, and I'm really surprised that people aren't always telling me that these fish don't suit this tank because of the size of the tank. But anyway, that's I guess I'm opening up a can of worms there and kind of welcoming those people to come tell me what I'm doing wrong. But I'm very shocked because it seems like sometimes I'll watch a video or whatever, and it's all people are getting on there and saying is you can't do this or you can't do that and whatever. As far as I'm concerned, they're not in the ocean by any means, but I feed these guys good. I'm feeding my little tank a frozen cube every day or every other day, and they're getting fed twice a day by the auto feeder. So, in some cases they may go to a tank and they can't even see out of the damn glass because somebody won't even scrape the glass clean for them. So that's my rant for the moment. But a couple people reached out to me. I am doing all right. I'm just sitting back and relaxing, kind of focusing elsewhere instead of investing a lot of time in a fish tank. So I do have another pump. I bought a CJ 1.5, and if I get dedicated enough this winter, I may pull the Hope manifold off of the Core 20 and pull the Reactor and just run the rain off of its own pump. That's that. Nothing fancy. Matter of fact, I've been so lazy, I've been filling this 10 gallon, or it's a little over 9 gallons. I've been filling it up all the way, so I don't even have to do it once a week. But I assure you, these guys get fed well. There's no doubt about that. They are eating well. Walked into the fish store that I have here locally about 3 weeks ago to go get some frozen food, and he said, "Do you want to look at anything else?" I said, "Nope, got what I need. This will last me about 2 weeks. I'll be back." But it just seems like over the last week or two, the couple videos that I've watched, I don't see Kessil that much. You see Radions, and I can understand why. I mean, you have the big players using Radions and using them successfully. Light's not the number one source. You need the good water chemistry and good flow, but a lot of people are using the Radions. I like the Kessil shimmer, but the T5s are off now and it has decent shimmer. Got a little bit of foam. It won't do much now. I really think that this power head down here, I got two of these little 400 liter per hour power heads off of eBay for $8 or $9. And I really think it circulating in the sump helps out a lot. I don't know if the comments stopped or not. The last comment I see is from Philip, so I'm sorry if I'm ignoring anyone. I can't see any other comments. I don't know what's going on. I think the last time that I used Wirecast Go, it did this crap. My phone's shaking because I was trying to refresh the comments, but I don't guess it's going to load for me. So, this was don't know if I said this already. That's what's left of the rose bubble tip anemone. It's just hanging out dead, I guess. It looked alright for a while, and then that was kind of it. So, but yeah, I guess the I'm making an assumption here and saying that the comment section is, or the chat on my end is broken, and that's unfortunate. So, with that said, thanks everyone for stopping in. I'm going to sit down, watch some TV for a little while, and start Monday. So, a lot of people don't like Mondays. There's many Mondays that I don't particularly care for, but truth be told, it's like any other day of the week, and it's coming whether we like it or not. So, might as well enjoy it. Hope everyone has a great week, and I'll see you all around. Thanks for stopping in.